Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it is time for the lunchtime market update for Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. I hope everybody's having a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Let's take a look and see where we're at in the market today. So SPX narrow range day, right? So we're only 0.11 points today. Of course, we're up 19 points because of the gap up yesterday. So what happened yesterday, right? So we had the day before Monday, we had a beautiful candle, right, engulfing candle from from the prior day, prior spinning top day, and then we gapped up, and it looks like a little bit of profit taking yesterday. And so a lot of folks they get bearish and they say this. You get to all-time highs and you see this type of candle, like, oh no, we're going down immediately. Sideways action definitely possible and all that stuff. Of course, the market knows that most people think this way, right? And so of course they gap it up, and anybody who's got puts, they get squeezed out of it, right? So we got a little bit of a move right here today. It's a nice candle, fresh all-time highs, narrow range day. Let's see if we can hold this up, and then and then maybe, like I said, Powell was talking today. It could be just some of the Powell chop. And we'll see if Thursday and Friday if we get some more big moves on this one. Now, it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to go up, right? We might pull back. We might test some gaps, things like that down here, stuff like that. But still, generally pretty strong, right? So let's see how we close today and see what kind of movement we get from there. So that being said, let's take a look at a few of the movers today that we saw. So Roku is pretty interesting, right? So Roku has earnings coming up. It had a real big move yesterday. Had a nice gap up today, and then inside day so far. But it had a pretty big push this morning. Couldn't get over its pre-market levels, right, and kind of came back in. So we're still kind of dealing with that. But definitely into some selling pressure from yesterday. Had a big push at the open, and then that selling pressure too. You could see it couldn't get over the pre-market levels, so that selling pressure ended up giving it a move down to the 15 or below right there. So just want to keep an eye on too, just because of earnings coming up as well. Nvidia's got earnings coming up too. Thursday after the close, so that's been contained within its 15 order range as well. And right now it is also showing an inside day. Now, if it did poke up above yesterday's highs, it might get a little bit of a move off of that. So it's something to keep an eye on. Let's take a look at Lyft. Lyft had earnings today, big gap down, and pretty much a gap and go to the downside. Didn't get over under any major levels, so we would expect some consolidation in these ranges right here. So we'll see, unless they start getting a lot of downgrades, stuff like that. But it's over the 50-day moving average, and it is below the new 200-day moving average as well. So let's see if we get some, what kind of price action it gets from there. On the flip side of the coin, we have Shop with a huge move up, which gave a good gap and go at the open. Let's take a look at that here on the 15-minute chart right here. So you had a good gap and go right through the pre-market levels right there. Boom. All the way up from 572 to 593, just off of those levels right there. So that's a 20-point move at the open. And then, price discovery we talked about the other day, right? So here, it's never tested these levels before, right? All-time highs. And so again, just kind of pull back and it's just like, yeah, maybe I want to test on there. Let's see. So we'll see if the bulls defend the gap and where Shop goes from here. And then finally, CBS, another one that had earnings today. That was a pretty interesting one. So it gave a little bit of gap up and a pull back down. So again, here's the price action here. Again, this is one, when you can't get over the pre-market levels, right, and you can't get over other gap and go levels, right, expect a bit of a reversal right here. So we did get a nice upper shadow here at the 15-order high, and that gave a move down for a 15-order breakdown on CBS. Also in the bearish realm is MRK. We pointed this out in our group today. We had this nice double inside 15 after a move down, and that gave a good push to the downside as well. I know at least a member who caught that, so that was a good job on that one. So good on those. We have a couple chart requests that came through, so let's take a look at those. So Microsoft, MSFT. A little bit of recovery here today so far. Let's go to the daily chart. Okay, so daily chart, right? We had a great day on Monday, had a nice gap and follow through on Tuesday, right? And today we kind of, gapped up a little bit, came back down, held a lot of these key levels right here, and then definitely held above this level so far. So let's see if we can get some strength into that. Some good volume coming in here. Good strong candle that got it back into the 15-order range. So let's see if it can kind of climb its way back up to those levels there as well. But nasty day yesterday on Microsoft, so a little follow through on that one. Ulta, on the other hand, this is on the game plan from last night. Look at that. This thing is still going. This thing is just a monstrous move today. Here's what I liked about this one the most is, consolidated a little bit here, right, and gave a nice pull down and a bounce off of the 200 moving average, right? So this is after this big candle right here, right? Got a nice move the next day, a little bit of chop, came back down, touched it, and then we saw today, right? I love it. We opened right in the range and you get that breakout over that hammer high. Boom. Right over yesterday's highs right here. right? And then we got a nice 15 hour break off an inside 15, and this thing has just been plowing to the upside again. This is algo buying, guys. This is institutional buying right here. Just that's what they turn the machines on, and it just keeps going. So nice move there. We'll see what it does for the rest of the day, but they definitely got in their positions that they wanted, and they just didn't stop buying it. So that was a good one there. Another one, SPCE. Space was a good one too. Crazy move down inside 15 up, and it's working its way up here. Let's take a look and see how it looks on the daily. Yep, nice move over yesterday's highs on that one. So good there. Of course, another one, Tesla. Tesla had a narrow range inside day yesterday. Let's get that pulled up right here. And we're still pretty narrow right here today, only 17 points today on Tesla. So this is getting really, really tight right here. I would expect, or at least over the next day or so, a little bit of a move off it, maybe into Friday. That could be fun for some lottos. JKS, this is one that Shirley brought to our attention last night on the live stream. Also made the bullish radar. Incredible move on this one. That volume right there said it all. Right, so that's why we put it on the radar. It broke out a lot of key levels and some big volume, and got some beautiful follow through today. So trying to do a little bit of a shakeout at the open, but nice move today, and it's been on our bullish scan radar all data. And that scan radar has been great, guys. It got a City Financial in the morning, right? So let me show you. Well, it's got an upper shot right here, but let me show you what it looked like at the open here this morning. Look at that. It was beautiful. Look at that move over these levels right here and here. Gave a beautiful move this morning. Great move trade for the group today. We really like those type of moves. So the scan's been doing great. Also keyed us into some other key ones as well, including Boeing. Chart request on Boeing. So beautiful move here as well. 15-hour breakout to the upside. Got to the inside day, and that was our target on that one. So great job on Boeing today too. So anyway, guys, really appreciate everybody's support. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your trading day. We'll catch you guys at the recap, and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game, and have a safe rest of your trading day, and I'll talk to you soon.